Well, hey there, back for another video that I'm hoping to at least get out before the end of the year, and that has been on a series I've been dying to read for quite a while now, and that is the Jasper Dent or I Hunt Killers trilogy by Barry Lyga. This is a series I have been looking forward to reading quite a long time, and I finally just recently read it. So the first book in the series is obviously I Hunt Killers, which is over 360 chapters and has at least 39 chapters if you include, the little epilogue at the end. The second book in the series is Game, which is about 59 chapters and 519 pages, which is the longest book in the series. The third and final book in the series is Blood of My Blood, which is about 61 chapters including the epilogue and about 456 pages. For the first book, I overall enjoyed it. The story was interesting, the characters were pretty well built, although I did have some problems, like some other books in this series that I am going to get into a little bit of a mini rant. Although, like I said on the negative side, the plot twist was kind of a little cliche. It's basically the, person you would most suspect turns out to be the killer. Of course, I'm not going to say who the killer is, but it turns out to be someone, of course, that we didn't really suspect, although that is kind of a spoiler. I'm not going to say, because you could have a completely different guess than mine. And also, the main character could be kind of a little idiotic and emotional at times. So, although I enjoyed it, I did have a few problems. The second book, Game, I also enjoyed, but there also was a few problems. Like, the story was kind of a little slow-moving, but that wasn't really its fault, because the book is not over 900 pages. But also, there was another problem I have with two lines that made me kind of uncomfortable, It's around page 251 in chapter 29, where Howie and Connie, two of our main characters, but kind of supporting main characters, are talking on the phone, and there's one line that Connie says where she's like, "Howie, you'd jerk it if you saw your mom's bra in the dryer." And then Howie later responds to when he admits that he peeked at Connie's shirt one time when he saw her bra, saying, if you wear a white shirt with a red bra underneath, you're just asking for it. I'm sorry, but in this isolated instance, you are really can't blame me. Those two lines specifically made me kind of uncomfortable, because number one, I would never, even jokingly imply incest like that in a phone conversation. And then when, Howie admits to peeking at Connie's bra underneath the shirt, and he's like, you're asking for it, that is a little bit kind of problematic, as in, it kind of is like, well, I'm guessing you're just kind of asking for it because you want it, but I'm like, no, it doesn't give you tools. Although he didn't actually do anything, he wasn't being harmful, he was just peeking, it still is kind of uncomfortable to read, and warning for that, because, yeah, that little line there was a bit uncomfortable, and also, it, again, reuses the whole cliche of, that people you wouldn't really suspect that much, although it's kind of obvious, are the killers. And also there's this one plot twist that I did kind of call, which, there is a little bit more about that plot twist revealed in the second book that I'm going to get into. Blood of My Blood, it was a pretty good, kind of finale to the series, but like I said, in the previous books, I did have some problems, particularly with the plot twists. Now, around the second book, when there's this identity brought up and someone who could possibly be the identity is kind of red herringed, where basically it's like, it's this person, but it's a false conclusion. It turns out to be a completely different person. And I called this who the person would be, who would have this identity in the second book, but they kind of made a red herring, like, it's this person, but nope, it turned out to be completely this person, the person I called it to be along. The plot twists I have a huge problem with, as in, number one, they're kind of predictable. Number two, they're just not impactful, as in some plot twists in, say, something like Black Mirror, or even in John Wayne Cleaver, like the first book in that. Plot twists in both of those were actually impactful. And even though that John Wayne Cleaver, that did use the whole trope of, it's someone who you wouldn't suspect, but they turn out to be the killer, it was actually done well. And this, it just feels like it's kind of a so-so execution of it. And also, like I said, they're not impactful, and I'm just not shocked. In fact, I'm just like, oh my god, I called it. And also, during some talks that Jazz has with his father and another person who I'm not going to reveal the identity of that, because that would be a huge-ass spoiler, but when he was talking to both his father and this certain other person, I just felt like that both these kind of talks went on just for purely for exhibition. Although for the other person, it was kind of obvious because they were a little submissive, and of course they wouldn't attack straight away. But it just kind of felt like a little bit of excuse to exposition, which I wouldn't mind some exposition. But I don't know, just the way it was executed just felt kind of lazy. So, yeah, my overall problems is some plot twists that kind of go on. Oh, wait, and also, I forgot to mention earlier for a positive, Barry Lyga is a pretty good writer, as in there is some instances, although there was one instance in the third book that I don't really remember. There was actually this conversation with that Jazz and Connie have over the phone after those little incident with her father at the airport. I liked how very laid back and chill it was, you know. Sorry for that little sputter. But I actually kind of like that it didn't go in which you would think. Because if this was in the hands of any other writer, this would probably be one of the most cringiest, most just like, moments ever. Where the girl's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. But no, it was actually chill and relaxed. And I actually quite like that Barry Lyga subverted some tropes in this series. So overall, I will give this entire trilogy a rating of 8 out of 10. I would consider the first book to be my favorite, as in it was the one I had probably not that many problems with. And there is books that are similar to this, such as, the John Wayne Cleaver series by Dan Wells, or The Dexters by Jeff Lindy, which I haven't read, but I'm dying to. Although, don't go in expecting this to be just exactly like John Cleaver Dexter if you read either of you, even the TV show of Dexter, or the film adaptation of John Wayne Cleaver, but that's a whole other story. But don't go in expecting it. The writing is different, the characters are of course different, they have their own style. There is surely similarities, but don't go in expecting it. Just go in expecting a fun, enjoyable, really interesting series about a kid who's trying not to be like his father. That's it, my review for the day. Sorry for that little awkward sputter. I will have, hopefully, a pop writing system in the future. And I will see you next time, hopefully, for either my book haul of the month or my favorite books of the year. Bye!